Put it on.
Gillis Alexander.
All right, let's play Funky Beat.
We're on. We're on now.
Now we're on. Funky Beat played.
Oh,
and we're ready to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're on.
That's awesome. We still haven't come up with a name yet. We got to really come up with a name.
In Pod's pocket.
You know why?
Oh,
In God's pocket?
In Pod's pocket.
Oh. I didn't hear you.
that's kind of in the vein of Pod Save America, no?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Damn
every
it.
name's been taken. Because even like I was going through my YouTube and I saw Dave Portnoy. He has a podcast named Unnamed Podcast.
Now we can't even.
No, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just like.
Fuck that guy. You see him yell at his employee.
Oh, I was gonna yell at you for that.
You little bitch.
No, can we stop with the Jew jokes?
Can we stop with that?
Damn.
I'm a tough guy.
Can we
I'm not 5'5".
Fuck you, you bull prick.
Yeah.
Your pizza sucks. I don't have a pizza, Dave.
Yeah.
This is like that scene in Knocked Up when they find out a Mr. Skin already exists.
God damn it.
Yeah, now we got to come up with another name.
Should we get ChatGPT it?
No.
No.
How about
No.
Cigna Insurance?
I'm anti-AI. Everyone knows this.
How about Chat GNR?
No.
That don't work.
Oh, no.
No, it's something we'll discuss
Chat.
another time.
Damn it.
But we have to
How
come up
about
with a name now.
NGR Pod?
I
That
think,
way it looks like an abbreviation of N-word Pod.
yes. Well, listen,
NGR
despite
pod.
my lack of bookings, I still want to work in this town. Despite my ridiculous lack of bookings.
Yeah.
That's not on you. That's on them.
Listen,
And they know who I'm talking about.
the Jews.
Enough with the fucking Jew jokes.
Enough with the
So you
Jew
got to
jokes.
stop with the Jews. I own you.
A woman was just set on fucking fire.
Was she?
You bald prick.
How many Jews have to die before you stop having giggles?
Yeah.
That's what he said to that guy.
He said it to that
And
guy.
I like how that guy, he's just like an atypical sports broadcaster.
I like that guy for going, no,
he's,
fuck you.
He's like, no, fire me.
Go ahead.
He was like, oh, you quit. He's like, well, I'm not quitting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was a bad take on Dave Portnoy's behalf. But, it's Dave Portnoy.
I'm sick of him. I'm sick of all these fucking guys.
Which guys?
These podcast Republican guys.
Thank you. I was going to go that, and also the food reviewers are annoying me too.
They're on my shit list lately too.
The food reviewers too. But the right wing Republican podcast guys.
Yeah, the guys who were screaming about the right to say whatever you want.
I've been saying this for fucking months. They're the same people as
Yeah.
the woke left. It's the same. Don't go by them. Don't go by
No.
Dave Portnoy.
He's Dave Pussboy.
He's the pork boy.
Plus, I give his argument a 7.2. It's a terrible argument.
Don't
One
go
quip,
by him.
everybody knows the rules.
Yeah. Can't go by some of these people. And the food reviewers, they got to cut it out also because they're shilling for the man.
They're all fucking. You gotta shut the
What is
fuck
that?
up.
Take it off. They're shilling.
I'm sorry.
That's
That
the
was,
sound-
unprofessional.
That's a sound effect you make when you say they're shilling for the man.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Those fucking. I mean, what's on everyone's mind right now is the food reviewers.
Right. Maybe that's why we're stuck in the 13 view hell.
Exactly.
Because of our very niche interests.
If we fucking reviewed a cinnamon bun with a hamburger on top of it, maybe we would be up there.
I meant taking on the food reviewers, but
I'm taking them on right now.
Well, what food reviewers are you talking about?
specifically.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. Well,
All of them. I'm tired of all
that
of
kind
them.
of ends the conversation.
Seems like
Pick
all of
something.
them did a lot of research on this.
Yeah, you really care about this issue, don't you? I think they're just doing what you always wish you did.
No, I could have done it. A lot of people have pitched that
We did
idea
a beer
to me.
review show.
Yeah, but that was
We're
like
part
during
of that
COVID.
world.
It was for fun.
Years
it was
ago.
terribly produced.
Years ago, we wanted to do "Give Me Your Best Slice," and that was like
Yeah.
2011,
It
2012.
was way back.
Yeah,
then
we actually did record.
You should have been
one.
in on this then.
I should have.
We had no idea this was going to happen.
Who wants
Who
to
knew? Who knew back then?
It's like crypto.
What people
Yeah.
liked.
Yeah, we didn't know like everyone's gonna be a loser and film
But I'm
themselves.
tired of
Hey.
seeing guys go around pizzerias and Italian restaurants, and all of a sudden they're just like, "Hey,
Now they're stars.
I'm gonna review the chicken varasala.
Right.
Like it's good. It's like not everyone belongs on camera.
Yeah.
There used to be an industry that way you can belong on camera. It was called Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And then the left took that away from us.
And now look what we're stuck with.
Everyone's just become the what's that Jack Nicholson in that movie where like everyone like kind of gives him free shit. And like, because they don't want a bad review.
One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Batman.
You're right. It's every role. It's every role Jack Nicholson ever played.
Is it about Schmidt?
Maybe.
Is
I
it?
don't know. I think it was Jack Nicholson. Maybe I'm
Nicholson
wrong.
was on Epstein's plane.
Yeah,
Who wasn't on Epstein's
when
plane?
he was filming about Schmidt.
Yeah.
But one of Epstein's whores
Yeah.
was sent to the About Schmidt premiere
Ooh.
Yeah.
to go hang out with Jack Nicholson, and he raped her later on that night.
That's what they say.
The only thing is, this woman is an Epstein whore, but she was like 25 when she got raped by Nicholson. So, how's that?
I don't know. I just wanted to mention Nicholson
I
and
like
Epstein.
how when they're children, they're whores, but when they're 25, they're raped.
The what were we saying about the food influencers? Well, they annoy me. And also, not everyone should be on fucking camera. And there was an industry for that. It was called Hollywood, and now Hollywood's being taken over by the
Yeah.
Mexicans.
There's that chinless fucking Italian guy. I forget his name.
Cugine?
Cugine. Everyone has to fear this guy coming into your fucking restaurant.
You imagine looking at that guy and going,
And like, oh
"He can
shit, we
ruin
gotta
my
make sure
business."
we up our game for
Yeah.
this guy. He walked
God.
in.
I saw that guy at Lee's Tavern. All he did was scroll on his phone. He was
I
just
saw
on
him
his
shed
phone.
his skin not too long ago.
That's right.
I'm all with you. I'm telling you, some of these, and we know them too. Some of these people, I genuinely think are reptilians.
They're reptilian.
I
I
swear
think all
to you.
TikTok Italians are reptilians.
Them, I'm not sure about, but
They're
some-
at least apes.
there's some people you run
And that
into.
includes the Egyptian ones.
Yeah,
The Egyptian TikTok Italians also
I
apes.
agree with that. That maybe they're not aliens, but they could be just ape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they can't read, so they're not aliens.
I have Sicilian blood, but I also have reptilian blood.
No, you don't.
My gold blood is warmed by my hot sauce.
Yeah, that Cugine guy, we saw him in Lee's once, and yeah, he was just on his phone, not talking to anybody. He wasn't even that popular at the time, and
Yeah.
he was newly like TikTok famous.
Yeah, overdoing his Staten Island accent.
That he sucks.
And this is what people like, and this is what
It's
people
not
They
on
don't like
him.
this. They don't like this
It's
show.
every other
It's not only
fucking
him.
guy that does that. It's the Costco. I don't know what happened to them. They're kind of gone.
They're
it seems.
gone. They're gone.
Did they get caught?
They grew up.
That was quick.
They grew up. The Rizzler is like shredded now. He's
Yeah,
no longer the
He's a
Rizzler.
bodybuilder.
they're the same age as Big AJ now.
Yeah, they've been pumping him with Ozempic.
Ozempic makes your dick bigger. You hear about that?
That's what they said.
Really?
Yeah, I just started Ozempic.
I've never heard this one.
Nah. Yeah, you never heard that?
I just-
it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
They also caught.
I heard people were saying Ozempic gives you like your genitals burn.
Oh, well.
Like people have
It's
problems.
the risk you take.
So is gonorrhea. Also, it causes blindness.
Causes blindness.
Yeah.
The Ozempic?
Yeah.
Ah.
What's a diabetic?
Am I skinny? I can't
medication?
tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you lost all that weight and then you're
What's the
blind,
point?
what's the point?
You're blind to the fact that pumping your body full of shit
Yeah.
It's like, come on, get up.
does nothing for you, fucking loser.
Damn, we should
Bunch of losers.
We should come up with a name for the podcast because we sound so angry right now. We really should just call it Small Penis Club. With our new sponsor, Ozempic.
Ozempod.
Yeah. Ozempod. Well, no.
It won't be around long enough.
Yeah, someone won't get it.
No.
We never know.
Eh.
Yeah. Damn it.
I need a beer because I need to get more
The
fired
happening
up.
now.
I'm fired up.
This
Happening now.
happening. There's got to be already a guy.
I'm sure there's already.
I'm just reading the intro page to X. That's.
Can
Can we call it X?
No.
That'll be our last episode.
Already taken. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the X podcast.
Yeah.
Elon and Trump.
Yeah.
They got into it.
Yeah.
They were fighting. Not really. Well, Trump didn't fight back, right?
No.
He kind of took the high road.
Trump did?
Kind of. Yeah.
No, he declared war.
Against Elon?
Yeah.
When did he do that?
That's what all that shit
sending
was.
missiles.
Basically, he's like, this is kind of like a what comes with this.
A bunch of like right wing baby boomers were very hurt by this. They were like, "Oh my God, what a breakup!"
Well, I guess I'm a right-wing baby boomer.
Right,
then.
that's their Kanye and Kim.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know much about what. So I know there's a bill, and
big-
Elon doesn't like it.
the big beautiful bill.
The big beautiful bill, and Elon doesn't like it because someone call it EVs. You didn't read into this at all.
No, I was
I
just
have
thinking
no
of something.
idea. I have no clue.
No
But,
idea.
but
No.
yeah, what is
I'm
it?
totally
Tell me.
out.
I was hoping you knew more than me.
I don't know anything. That's why I came on the podcast yelling about food influencers.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that was on my mind
Okay,
when
real
these
quick,
mics turned on.
If you are into food influencers, you're a fucking loser. All
Right.
right, go to the fucking restaurant. What's wrong with
What,
you?
the Eve-
You're such a loser. You sit on your fucking mother's couch
Right.
and you watch someone else have thoughts on fucking pizza for you.
Really?
You're a child and a dork and a loser
And the whale.
and a whale.
Yeah.
and now explain the EVDs.
EVDs aren't. Isn't that like the
I
electric?
think it's EVs.
EVs are electric.
The EVDs.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say electric vehicles.
They're electric vehicle.
Oh,
EV. Yeah. Because
so there's something that where it's like fucking up electric vehicles, or it's like making it.
Elon Musk wanted to eventually make everyone have an electric vehicle by 2030 or something like that.
Right, but I'm sure he wants it to be
Implement that.
specifically Tesla.
I guess so. Yeah.
So maybe this EV bill is like making it like easier for every electric vehicle company,
I don't know.
or harder.
and
I'm not really sure.
the big beautiful bill interfered with that, right?
so
The big beautiful
this
bill,
big
which is
bill,
the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
It's a big beautiful bill.
So stupid. But also, part of that bill is that they took away taxes for overtime and tips. Right?
Yeah, so there's a lot of shit in the bill.
It's a lot of shit.
So, but I think the electric vehicle thing is like the main thing that like made Elon, and this Palantir thing,
Yes, that's another thing that's
which is evil.
Yes,
That's
If you read about it at all, you go, "Oh, it's evil."
yeah. That's the Patriot Act 2.0. Right.
Right.
It's Patriot Act.
What's it called?
Palantir, which I don't know if you guys are well versed in Lord of the Rings.
no. But I read something earlier where
Somebody already did this.
I read like a few comments on it, but no,
Okay,
go on.
So Gandalf the Grey walks into Saruman the White's office,
Nice. On his side.
and he goes, "The Palantir is very dangerous, Saruman."
Yeah.
And then Saruman shows him, "Why can't we use it?" And it's that orb that he has that like shows you shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
where like
nice.
he can talk to the devil,
Wow.
like which is Sauron, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It would be like the devil. He has this orb in his office where he talks to the devil, and then here comes a company named after the orb that talks to the devil,
There you go.
and it's all about stealing your information, or like
they're gonna steal-
legally they're allowed to collect it and use it for who knows what, and they're gonna like they're gonna say. Like it's like we're trying to find illegal aliens and terrorists.
Right.
and
That,
blah, blah, blah.
that was the same thing with the Patriot Act.
right. Then why do you need my information?
Right. That was the same thing with the Patriot
Why don't
Act.
you just hack into Cricket Wireless? You get all the Mexicans and Africans and the Haitians. You get them all.
And also, it was a part of the CIA already. This
Is that racist?
Also, Cricket Wireless should be a Joe Rogan special. that mic and
I like that.
It was a part of the CIA already. I think they rejected it.
Because it's evil.
Well, I think they couldn't agree on.
CIA?
You named your company
The CIA.
after the microphone of the devil in the world's most classic story, other than
Yeah.
the Bible.
And the CEO, this guy Alex Karp. I listened to him.
Carp.
Yeah.
sounds like a fish to me.
The man's a fish.
Sounds fishy to
he
me.
feels nothing.
I listened to
His
him.
memory, 5 seconds.
He's
Yeah.
insane. He's like you
Yeah.
guys.
I'm not insane.
You guys are both
What do
yelling
you
at
mean
me.
I'm not
insane?
yelling at you. Who's yelling at you? He's yelling at you.
I'm hot.
I'm agreeing
running
with
hot.
him.
I'm on 12-hour shifts 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
I have 2 more to go.
When you're getting up early, there's only one way.
I'm going insane.
Yeah, to get energy is to get upset. I've learned
Yeah.
that.
No,
I've learned
no,
that the
I-
hard way.
But look at him now. He's super chill. 5 years of getting up early.
Yeah. no. Well, I'm always on the brick.
You were 3 seconds into the show. You want to take on the food reviewers.
That's true.
the
You
real
know,
problems.
I'm losing it.
The world's
Yeah.
on fire.
I that's yeah. How about yours? That's the way I like it because I never get bored.
But a lot of people are saying those protests is a psyop because everyone's.
It's not a psyop.
Hold on, everyone is focusing on that and not focusing on this Palantir thing.
People are focusing on the Palantir thing.
Well, the mainstream media is not talking about. A lot of independent media isn't talking about it. Only a few of them are talking about it.
It's evil.
I heard about it today for the first
It's
time.
Patriot Act. It's really
Patriot Act. I love it.
But I do like June Strikes. LA now has the biggest flaming parade in the country. Take that, New York, you bitch.
Well, they're protesting now by the Brooklyn Bridge.
Are they?
What are they protesting?
What,
ships
Yeah,
sailing into it?
It's kind of ironic.
Yeah. Let's like putting a mosh next to the World Trade Center. I mean, that's never happened before.
It's kind of ironic.
I need another Miller Lite.
Get in there.
We're trying to solve things. This whole time, also, we're all yelling and screaming, but it really is just all us going, what's the name of the show?
Yeah, we all ignored that question.
We'll come up with a name eventually.
Kennedy Boys.
Red Hot.
Yes.
Red Hot. Olive oil.
12 seconds to pod.
I hate the food influence. Came on hot. That's what I do. That's right.
The Podfathers.
There is that.
The Red Hot Chili Podcast.
There is that great image of that. That like one Mexican guy just waving the Mexican flag while it's just the whole fucking street's burning.
Yeah.
And people are just like, it's an insurrection.
It's not an insurrection.
No,
I just don't understand it because you're not there. You're not fighting for the freedom of Mexico.
I don't know. I don't believe in half this shit.
No. What is it called when a country invades another country? An invasion.
An invasion.
You're fighting for the invasion of America from Mexico.
That's what I guess they're supporting.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, look, I'll tell you what. Mexicans?
That is some way to ask for a job.
Mexicans, a lot easier to deal with.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Mexicans are a lot easier to deal with than Americans. Like, as far as workers?
Of course, yeah.
So much easier.
It's also some way to ask for a job. They are.
So much easier to deal
I don't want an American kid doing half the jobs Mexican guys do.
No.
They're annoying.
My job, there's a lot of Mexicans around, and I love my Mexicans, but...
Yeah. Are they yours?
That's what Trump's saying.
I like the ones that work really hard.
They do.
And like, dude, they're like all the Mexicans are like welders at my job.
Yeah.
And they fucking they weld the shit out of stuff.
You know what was also funny? They were throwing dishes at cars.
Were they clean?
Well, they cleaned them before they threw them,
Yeah.
of course.
Because I ain't no fucking dishwasher, man.
They were throwing dishes. They're like,
No,
come on, take that.
stop throwing them at the bus. That's not what busboy means.
We're throwing dishes at the cars.
Yeah, they were throwing dishes. It's fucking crazy.
Throwing dishes, enchiladas.
It's always this time of year.
Yeah, it gets warm out. It's protest season.
George Soros gets an idea.
Yeah, he was sitting outside with some iced tea
There were.
with a lemon in it.
I saw there were ads on Craigslist, paid protesters. That happened again.
Paid protesters.
Yeah, they happened in 2020.
So they're paying you to pet. It's protest.
start
It's just
trouble.
Ellen.
Yeah. It's like you're in the live studio protest audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that.
Is there
I know
a
they
big
do that.
sign that says "break shit"? Applause.
It's called the Mexican flag.
Yeah, chant.
From what I heard, if you get arrested, they bail you out immediately. Like, you don't have to go to your family. That's from what I heard.
I've heard that like 5 years ago during the spring protests during COVID.
That's
Like
bullshit.
they
if you
just
get
bailed
arrested, you
out.
get arrested, and they tell you
Yeah.
that way you fucking cause damage.
I don't know. It depends on who's funding it. It depends on who you are. There's guys at this protest right now. They were protesting 2 years ago for Palestine and Israel. They were on Palestine. So there was another guy 3 years ago. He had a whole other thing. Do you remember when Jerry got into the argument at
Rudy and Dean's.
Rudy and Dean's over the anti-vax thing?
Oh yeah.
If you watch that if you remember that video,
If you watch the video on our YouTube,
if you watch, but if there were a few people there that are on other videos fighting for a whole nother cause.
They knew exactly what to do at the moment of any kind of confrontation.
Yeah.
They were just like, our guys, and they scream something.
Our guys stand
like
down.
a code word, and then they say stand down.
Yeah.
Or they'll be like, engage. Yeah,
They are crazy.
That's
told people to
organization.
stand down and they didn't.
Who?
Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, stand down and stand by, Proud Boys.
Also, what happened to his assassination attempt? How come he's never looked into that?
He has some... it's too traumatic.
Turns out people don't like me.
Yeah.
How come the guy who sued Bill Maher?
Yeah.
How come the guy that went after Rosie O'Donnell, he sues everyone, but he got shot at last July and
Twice.
That has twice, and that has never happened. Nothing on that. We can't find out a thing what happened.
He's not
Well,
even...
no, it was massively covered up. Remember, there was like a whole bunch of like.
Yeah, but where's the investigation?
The first guy was
against-
killed there, so there's not really much to like look into other than when they went to his house and they found it was like professionally scrubbed.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
want to know who professionally scrubbed it?
Yeah, we know who's. This is the reptilians,
We know.
the food reviewers.
the food reviewers. That's who it was. Trump doesn't even have the balls to be like, an ear for an ear. They don't even fucking even say that. I don't know.
What happened to that?
We're on to Mexico. We're on to the migrant protest.
It all coincides.
How about the mouth will rise again?
The name of this show?
Yeah.
We can't do that.
What the fuck? This is my co-host, Lisa Ann.
What? Why would you
What?
go with Lisa Ann?
Oh, you
a-
made it gay?
It's a racist.
It's the South will rise
The
again.
South will rise again.
I thought you said-
You're off today.
No, I
you
thought
came
you-
in
no,
talking
I'm
about food
on.
He
reviewers.
doesn't
I
listen
am
all the
on.
time.
I just didn't hear you. I thought you said the mouth will rise again.
That
That's
is
what
what
he
I
just
said.
Yeah. It's a porn joke.
No, it's not.
it's not.
The South will rise
And
again
we talk
joke.
a lot. It's a
The mouth will rise
podcast.
again.
Either way, we're not naming the
We
fucking
wouldn't name
show.
the show that. No, yeah, we wouldn't name the show that at all.
I don't understand.
You don't get it?
Yeah.
Porn, mouth will rise again.
No, I get what you're
blowjob?
saying. Yeah, no, I understand that, but it's,
No, I get
that's
where
not
you're
a-
going, but I was taking a
You guys are
racist
just marks
route.
for Lisa Ann.
We're not. What?
No, we're not marks for Lisa
Hey, hey.
Ann.
Okay, hold on a second. We have to trust each other.
Yeah, you're turning us against each other.
Yeah.
You're the media.
Yeah, I know we're all fired up. We're all hot. Something's obviously bothering us. We don't want to say it, but maybe it's not having a title for the show. Maybe all of our bookings, and maybe it's getting to us. I don't know.
He's doing
I'm
well.
doing okay.
You doing well?
Yeah, I got some stuff. I got right there. I actually got to fill in a couple other ones.
He's doing very well.
Good, congratulations. But let's not turn
It's
on
alright.
each other.
July looks bleak.
Let's
Don't worry.
let's not call each other reptilians and food reviewers and all that stuff. Throughout the show, we'll find a title for the program. By the end of this show, by the end of this episode,
We'll come up
you will have a title
with a title.
for this show. It will no longer be called the Currently Unnamed Podcast.
Or the Small Penis Club.
It could be that. It could
SPC.
be The Mouth Will Rise Again. It could be the Podfathers. It could be Fast and the Furious 7. It could be the Anthony Acumia program.
And another thing about Fast and Furious 7. They predicted all this shit.
If you watch only that movie, that installment of the Fast and Furious franchise,
You gotta be a monster.
Yeah.
To have the 7. How many Fast and Furious
I
movies?
think they're up to like 10.
They're
Yeah,
almost up
but
there.
I
Yeah.
started at 7.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It started 7.
The crazy thing is, this is how much of an idiot. When I watched the first Star Wars, I was like, because it's labeled Star Wars like 4 or something like that.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, this is the first one. This is the 4th one.
He fell for that.
I was like, what?
Ah.
Yeah, because
I didn't realize it was called New Hope.
I never watched.
It wasn't called A New Hope I think until like the 80s or the 90s.
No, what's the 99 one? Right? That's when they
96.
was I don't know.
Yeah, I think that is when they
That's when they
named
started
it episode
naming
4.
them. Yeah, they started naming them all.
Because the first one,
prequels.
up until I think, yeah, you're right, the first prequel was just called Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought. I was confused. I was like, isn't this the first one? And I'm like watching it.
Yeah, but I get what's it called? Canonically, it's the 4th.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't know.
There we go. And
Yeah.
I liked it. That's my review for it.
Star Wars.
And all your right
How about Iraq, the podcast?
What happened?
Iraq.
Oh, Iraq?
Iraq.
iRock Radio.
And we spell it Iraq.
9.11 iRock Radio.
And tonight we're invading your earwaves. At iRock, all the classic hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, now 90s. Yeah, here it is. Jump around. iRock, right? That's like a station in Grand Theft Auto. Like, remember when you played Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah,
They
of
had the
course.
stations? By iRock Radio.
Hmm.
With Lisa Ann. She rocks. The mouth will rise again.
Yeah.
See, it's catching on.
I don't know. We're close. The mouth will rise again.
That's the name.
Look, I fucked up there.
No, you didn't. No, it's all right.
No, it's fine.
I guess I shouldn't have
I wasn't going that route.
made a porn joke. I should have recognized the racist undertone. And I besmirched
that's how you know
a very
you're-
nice woman, Lisa.
But that's how you know you're a pure soul. You're
Yeah.
a pure. You didn't see that.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
You're a pure
Alright.
soul.
But you have no evil in you.
Yeah.
Just come in your throat.
What?
Now I don't get that.
Anti man.
That's all right. That's fine. I'm
What's
sorry.
Yep, and then in LA right now they're burning the city down, and in Chicago, and in,
Chicago's been burning down, I thought.
well, that's been for 30 years. So, and in New York, all the Dems.
Something's gonna happen in New York. Something big. I mean, yeah, we had the boat crash.
That
That was
sucked.
nothing.
That was
Wow.
an accident. I want something big.
Yeah,
I feel like
was
this is
talking
the
to
year.
one of the guys. He knew the guy that
Muhammad Atta.
that was the pilot of the ship, and I was like, "What happened?" And he's like, "The got stuck in reverse." That's
That
it.
was it.
That's it. Got stuck.
Damn. That's all that happened.
Yeah, that's it. The pilot that was on it. It was like he's had the job for like 3 months. And he's all tied up in like law shit until they can like determine that it was just
Let me
stuck
ask
in
what
reverse. It wasn't his fault.
Was
was he a Mexican fella? The pilot?
No, the pilots live here.
They're New
Pilots,
Yorkers.
yeah. So
Okay.
I think there's 50 something pilots
New to the
in
job.
New York, New
And
Jersey area.
he was newly hired.
Yeah, he's a new hire, but he doesn't like go into the engine room and make sure shit worked. The Mexicans were supposed to make sure of that.
They were too busy on the
They were hanging from
Yeah.
that
Right, they're
rafters.
fucking
and-
rafter.
well, that's normal too.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
I mean, until there are videos where you could just see the guy hit the deck,
Oh, I didn't see that.
And just-
ooh, what a way to go.
and you're like, if you hit the water, you're okay.
Really? Yeah.
It would hurt.
Yeah.
And you probably not won't die.
Yeah. Usually they say hit the deck to get out of trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, that's if you're already on the deck.
Yeah. When you,
if you're 100 feet above the deck, that
yeah.
doesn't work.
maybe that's what he thought. Maybe someone was like, hit the deck.
Eat the deck,
Yeah,
man.
you're like, oh, okay.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah. Ow.
No,
He
I didn't see-
flattens like he's in a fucking cartoon.
La cucaracha.
They peel him off. What are you gonna say?
no, I didn't
ahead.
see that video. I wish I would
You
have.
can find like tons of angles. I bet if you go on like Reddit or something, you can find like the vile ones.
Yeah, now it's like 3 weeks old, so who wants
You
to
can find them.
it's all
They're
new
there.
shit.
I gotta get back into it once there's a conspiracy involved.
Yeah.
Nah, there is.
There's none.
boat shit broke.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Are we shocked?
Yeah, Comet Pizza. It's just another pizzeria in Washington.
Comet
Oh,
ping
boy.
pong pizza. With James, what's his name? James Alvanides?
Alpha Day, something like that.
It's Galifianakis.
No,
James
no.
Galifianakis.
Whatever happened to Zach Galifianakis?
He went against Louis and lost.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't know how
Is that
true
what-
that is.
He
But
really?
lost weight too, right?
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he lost weight he was on that show that Louis produced.
Baskets.
Baskets. Yeah, Louis produced it, and then Louis got in trouble, and Zach Galifianakis pulled a J.K. Rowling.
Wow.
Damn. That's it.
And
Banished.
yeah, he's like, he's the most evil man who paid for my show.
He was there. He wasn't even that good.
I agree.
Galifianakis?
Oh,
No,
Louis.
it's
Tig Notaro turned on Louis also.
Yeah.
yeah, but
They all
you knew
did.
that.
No,
She thought
yeah.
she was gonna stay famous.
People thought that she was jerked off in front of by Louis, like because she was like one of the more famous comedians, right? That like spoke
Not
up.
the
she,
time.
She attached herself. Well, the other 6 women nobody knows.
Right.
No one's heard of. But she attached herself as a
Why do
female
you
comedian.
think that is?
And people, why?
Well,
What's
Sarah
that?
Silverman's one of them.
Well, she wasn't jerked off in front of.
Yes, she
But
was.
she didn't accuse Louis of doing anything wrong.
I know
She
she
said that he did that with me, and it was fine. It was consensual.
right.
Those other women were like, it was not consensual. And Tig Notaro attached herself to it, and Louis should have just immediately addressed it. Like,
Not you.
no.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
But if he did, he'd probably be like, "You want this fucking dick so bad. You want it so bad so you could fuck your girlfriends. You wish you had something like this."
Here, why don't you grab my tit since you don't have your own?
We did a show in Connecticut like 2 years ago, and across the street, it was the theater,
Yeah.
and Tig Notaro was headlining
At the
The
theater.
same night?
the same night.
Awesome.
5 people at our show, whole fucking street full of people to see fucking titless twat Tig Notaro.
Could you imagine Tig Notaro's a bigger star than Greg and Rob?
I didn't mean it. I wasn't equating us. I wasn't equating us. I just thought it was.
She had that.
That's similar to Big J's story about her. He's headlining like some comedy club the same night Kevin Hart was doing like the theater.
Yeah.
And Big J couldn't get into the show.
That's terrible.
Tig Notaro had that documentary where she went around people's backyards and did stand up. That's like the dream.
I know.
You never seen that?
I heard of it. I guess
I got to
don't
make
know.
the flyer
For what?
to do that.
Oh yeah, that's
Send
like
that out.
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just go in people's backyards and getting to know them.
Right.
Getting to know them. Use the bathroom.
Can I use your bathroom?
Get mud all over the floors.
Right. Oh, you bomb and you're afraid to ask?
The worst is bombing in a back.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen that many people bomb in backyards,
I've seen them.
but I've seen it.
I've been there.
Yeah. I saw one of our guys get slapped with pants, I believe.
I don't remember. Oh,
Slap with pants.
was that
Yes.
years ago?
The Bronzo.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
got slapped in the face. Oh, that was
Yeah.
like 9 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
That was a
Saw
funny.
that one. I didn't go up on that
Tig
one.
Notaro did that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Might have loved.
That was a funny show because I remember just like being there and be like, "This is gonna be so easy. It's all fucking Staten Island kids. We're in a backyard. We're gonna have a good time. It's like a house party." And then just go up and we said like the most like offensive thing off the fucking bat, and these people were just so offended. It was like, well, I think we were
Did
like,
you
in a-
do rape or fuck at that one?
maybe? I don't know. I don't remember.
Probably.
We did something, and like this redheaded kid was really annoying me because he was making that face, that fucking liberal face, that
ginger
yeah.
face.
Oh, he was a ginger, and he kept like, "You can't say that." I was like, "You're fucking annoying me. I'm gonna take you outside."
We're
I
already
can
outside.
say
We're
it,
already
Brett.
outside, but I'm gonna take you. I can take you, sir.
God, the libs are so annoying.
They pissed me off.
The libs are so. I
Yeah.
was thinking the other day, the libs in Afghanistan are fucking annoying too. So, I believe in a woman's right to choose if she wants to show her eyes or not. Yeah.
It's 120 degrees. I want to take off my burqa.
Everywhere. Just fucking
I
insufferable.
refuse to live in cave.
Cave hot.
If Bin Laden can watch porno, what can I? Bin Laden was obsessed with porno. With the porno. I said Cuomo. He's obsessed with Cuomo. Mario Cuomo.
Do you know what Bin Laden's favorite television show was? It was a little known show in Afghanistan called The Mouth Will Rise Again.
Starring Sarah J. Sarah J, top 5 porn star.
Is she?
I think she is.
Scrippic Fatas.
But watch
She
it.
has a very how do you say this without it? Okay, fine. Fuck. She has a very Jew face.
I don't think she's Jewish.
Stop making fucking Jew jokes.
How many have to die?
Is she not? No, she's got to be Jewish.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Sarah J. You know that porn star Sarah J.
Yeah, you know
Does
who
a
she
lot
is.
of a lot of interracial.
Yeah, let me just go. Let
She's
me
been
clear my
around.
history before.
She's like
I-
LeBron of
There's a prospect for the Mets. He's like the top prospect in the organization. His name is Dylan Harper. Google Dylan Harper.
Oh,
Is it spelled with a
That's
D-I
a-
or a
that's a
D-Y?
Jew.
I don't know how it's spelled, but like, come on. If you put in
I know Dylan. Harper.
Dylan Harper hot right now, the guy, the outfielder for the Mets is not appearing.
His last 10 games come up.
Yeah, it's like, that would be ridiculous.
so this is one of those porn stars that isn't that hot.
Sarah J, yeah.
Well, look what she had to resort to.
She was a...
Oh yeah, see, the teacher thing works.
yeah.
That kind of works, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
boy, she was younger.
Yeah. She was also a phys ed teacher. Not. They never show that.
Okay, I'm not impressed.
No.
Yeah, she's from Cincinnati.
She's
Yeah.
she's the LeBron James of porn. She's been doing it for like 25 years.
Oh, I thought
Alright.
I thought because she flops during every shoot.
She spends most of it on her back.
LeBron James of porn.
All right, now she does it with her son.
Yeah.
So the video says.
I never watched those.
Liar.
No, I those are weird. I don't know why people watch those
That
videos.
storyline is weird. It's a weird storyline.
Even with the
You know what
stepmom.
you could do? Volume down.
No, I don't.
Now it's just someone fucking a MILF.
That's true, but I don't watch the ones with the stepmom. But stepdaddy, come on, get on with that.
It is. It's hilarious how the stepdad ones are. I feel like those are creepier because
Yeah.
it is believable.
Well, you put yourself in the character
As
you
the
want.
stepdad?
As the stepdad, if you're watching. I don't
Well,
really.
obviously-
So
I don't really
you're
watch it.
married in yours. That's nice.
You're an abusive stepdad.
You're a rapist.
Just walk in. If you don't clean your room right now, you get stuck in my cock.
Yeah. They're always like going over their homework.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I never watched.
very
it.
Right.
weird.
Why are you helping this 25-year-old with her homework?
Yeah, really.
Like
What
actresses
are they
that look
implying?
younger. So I've heard.
I need to know life.
They get me one too.
Yeah. How about the Miller Lite enthusiasts podcast?
We can't do that. What are we?
Alright.
Who are we? Mickey Mantle and Whitey Ford? We'll come up with a name. It's all because that fucking Portnoy guy steals all the good ideas.
Yeah, I didn't know unnamed podcast was
bullshit.
taken.
Yeah,
Damn
well,
it. It sucks.
you know, when every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a podcast.
Damn, that's
Oh, there we go.
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
There's too many names.
Tom, Dick, and Harry. Tongue, Dick, and Harry.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that's
That's all.
nasty. That's
Yeah,
nasty.
that's nasty.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, when you look up the podcast,
Yeah.
gay porn, it shows up. Tom, Dick, and Harry. Ah, damn
how
it.
about Castaway?
That was a good movie.
Yeah, but not podcast away.
We'll come up with one. We'll come up with one.
All right,
Don't
all right,
worry.
all
Don't push it.
Pod
Don't push
Stewart.
it.
Ah.
Pod Stewart. Yeah, we'll come up with one.
All
We
right.
just exclusively talked about Rod Stewart all the time.
Oh, I fucking love Rod Stewart. I don't give a shit. Fucking love Rod Stewart. When Rod Stewart's playing on my fucking car, I blast the radio. If someone tells me to lower my radio, I tell them, no, Rod Stewart's on.
Vanderpod.
No. Rod Stewart.
My Rod Stewart's
my
on.
Rod Stewart's playing right now. I will not lower my radio.
No way.
That's
No
my
shot.
Rod
If a
Stewart.
police officer pulls me over, I tell him, wait for the song to be over.
Rod Stewart's on.
Rod Stewart's on.
Officer, you wait right there.
Rod Stewart's alive, right?
I'm pretty sure he is.
What's his Brian Wilson died.
Brian of the Beach Boys.
Oh,
I
yes.
love the Beach Boys.
Yeah, he just died just
Yeah.
20 minutes ago.
Damn.
Yeah,
The fucking
it sucks because he was booked to be our first guest on the show next week.
fucking he survived Manson, but didn't survive the.
Yeah, wasn't Manson stalked him, right?
Manson was
it
going.
Brian Wilson?
That Manson went to
He
the
was
house.
friends with the brother. I know that. Right?
Yeah, he went to the house and got into a confrontation with the brother, and that's why several months later he went to Sharon Tate's house.
There you go.
He thought Wilson still lived there.
What a catalyst!
Yeah. If he just listened to that golden voice of Charles Manson,
Manson made good music. There's that one song we played on the old podcast.
Right.
It had a name. But that one song is really good.
if he listened to that soothing
I forget the name of the
voice
song.
of Charles Manson, maybe things would have worked out differently. It wouldn't matter because you know why? Charles Manson, MK Ultra.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
100%. How
Well,
about the
it's
art
true,
of the
though.
spiel?
Nah, we can't do that one.
Why?
Spiel, and also, come on, Art of the Deal.
We're done with that. Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
no?
He's not going to be in office for much longer.
We only need this to blow in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean,
And then we'll have a big fight over money or something.
Let's hope so. I like to squeeze some fucking money out of it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
how about find a name and get some views? Yeah.
Yeah, name would be nice.
Well,
I'll be sitting here trying. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
we need you involved in conversation.
What are we talking about?
It's like Charles Manson.
talking about
Oh, Charles Manson rocks.
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra's great.
Yeah.
Who else is MK Ultra?
Well, he was definitely. That's been confirmed that he was experimented
Yes.
on. So
That
He's
is true.
the-
that's
He's
not
the
a
main.
conspiracy theory. That's like a real thing.
He's your number one guy if you're talking MK Ultra.
You know, like the funniest thing I've heard about Charles Manson, he was cellmates with Machine Gun Kelly or Babyface Nelson, one of the old bank
Yeah.
robbers
MGK Ultra.
from the.
There you go.
There you go. That might be the new name from the John Dillinger crew, and one of the parole officers sat down with. One of the old bank robbers, and they were like, "Well, how is this guy Manson that you're living with?" And he's like, "He's fucking psychotic."
Yeah. And was it Machine Gun Kelly?
I think it was. I had to look it up.
Yeah, not the gay one. The
Not the gay one, the bank robber.
bank robber was fucking gangster.
What?
Yeah, that's a stolen name. Machine Gun Kelly's name.
Really?
Yeah,
You didn't know that?
he stole it from a
Yeah, he was a bank
old
robber.
Oh.
bank robber from the
Oh, that's
Back in
kinda
the
cool.
30s.
Reference to that.
30s
They
and
always-
40s.
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty reasonable.
like Young Gotti, he's not that part of
He's not part of the
no, he's
Gotti
not
crew.
part of the family.
No,
no,
not even a little bit.
no,
Not even close.
no. He can't be.
No, it wasn't like a security guard or.
Yeah. 50 Cent has nothing to do with
It has
money.
nothing to do with money. Absolutely not.
Nothing to do with money.
Now he does. He's got
Yeah.
a lot.
Eminem has nothing to do with candy.
Nah.
There's nothing to do with it.
Sit your candy ass down, Eminem.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg wasn't in Peanuts.
And he's not a dog either.
No,
No. Dr. Dre, not a doctor.
no.
Although the funniest thing about Snoop Dogg, he does look like the Cheeto guy.
But did they design? Wasn't the Cheeto guy designed after him?
I have no
Was he?
idea. Maybe.
I hope you're wrong.
I like when people are going after Snoop Dogg the last couple of years. He supported
He's
Trump.
corny.
Yeah,
We're
he's,
tired of him.
he's a
We thought
corny
you were
old
a
man.
murderer, so we thought you were cool.
He's always been
he's only
corny.
50
Now it's just weed and Martha
2 years
Stewart.
old.
Once he started working with Martha Stewart, he exposed himself for what he is.
You want to tap that ass.
Yeah. White bitch lover. That's who you are.
Snoop-a-loop. Come on, bring your green hat.
Let's go to his kids' college football games and you see him on the sideline.
Act like a
and-
real
and it's
jackass.
like, dude, sit down. All right? It's
Looking
not all
all-
about you.
Looking all angry.
Ain't all about you. It makes me mad.
It's about the kids
Yeah.
and having fun.
Yeah. No. He's corny.
He's a corny
No, there's nothing
old
about
man.
Snoop Dogg being.
I thought that the Cheeto thing was whatever.
Yeah, he looks like him.
No, he just looks like a big Cheeto.
Yeah, big cheater.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cheetos
And he
what?
supports President Cheeto.
That's right. I haven't heard that in a while.
You see Jon Stewart slapping around Stephen A. Smith?
I saw a
wanted to
video.
see
I didn't
that.
watch it though.
I didn't watch it.
I watched a little bit of it.
What are you-
How was it?
Stephen A. Smith is an idiot. But did we think that like this man had like legit thoughts on like policy?
No.
No, anybody could have said that, right? I'm a centrist, Jon Stewart. And the thing about a centrist means I believe a little bit of both. That's not an answer.
He got smacked around by Jon Stewart.
Right, a man who knows what the fuck
Because
shit
you're
is.
in like your thing is
You're in his ballpark.
You're
now.
in his arena.
Yeah. He's
Like-
gonna sit you down, son.
Jon Stewart goes on ESPN and wants to talk about the Knicks. You're in Stephen A's arena.
Right.
But you want to come on and talk about politics. No one knows more politics than Jon Stewart. Who knows more politics than Jon Stewart?
Not one guy.
Not one person. Jon Stewart
Nobody.
is all knowing. Nobody knows more politics than
That's
Jon
why
Stewart.
they keep asking him to run for president, and he never will.
Jon Stewart.
Right,
Not
he'll never
Stephen
win
A.
because
Smith.
he's Jewish.
No one
But,
ever. Well, that's true. But
Yeah,
no
he
one's
went-
ever asked Stephen A.
He had to change his fucking name back to John Leibowitz.
President Leibowitz.
That's right. I bet you Jon Stewart knows more sports than Stephen A. knows politics.
Yes,
I bet you if
100%.
Jon Stewart sat down with Stephen A. on First Take, he'd actually be pretty good. But Stephen A. went
I
on.
can't sit by and not talk about things that don't affect me.
Is that what he said?
No.
Oh. Stephen A. Smith goes on Daily Show. He's not funny.
I am rich and famous enough to be immune from politics.
That is true. That Stephen A. Smith is not funny.
He's not funny.
Not
He's
a funny
not
guy.
a funny person.
He's not-
He tries to be funny.
Yeah.
You ever seen him try to be funny?
Oh, it's terrible.
terribly unfunny.
He does that thing like if he sits down with like a funny person, he
Yeah.
tries to be funny.
He tries to set up the funny
Yes.
person.
He's very bad with sports that aren't in his ballpark.
In his arena.
in his arena.
His
Yeah.
arena.
Like he's not good on like fight sports.
Terrible with golf.
Yeah,
Terrible with golf.
he's awful at it.
Only when Tiger is playing.
The only time he prefers to hold the stick is in front of an intern.
That's another thing.
He's pivot?
He's always getting slapped with one.
Oh yeah.
Does he, have
was suspended.
controversy?
He was suspended like 15 years ago from ESPN.
Yeah.
For that?
For hitting on like a producer or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always has accusations. He had accusations way before Me Too. Like how he survived that, I don't know.
Oh, he was definitely getting slapped with one.
He's
like,
the guy
once a year.
In I Think
Got
I Love
reprimanded.
My Wife, that movie with Chris Rock, he plays the guy who goes, well, if she don't know about it, then go for it. And they were like,
That was ad-libbed.
yeah. Well, Stephen A. Smith was playing himself. That wasn't even in the script or anything. It was a private conversation between Chris Rock and Stephen A.
He was the biggest star on ESPN for 15 years. They were hiring women left and right. He was definitely behind the scenes, just going, I want to take you to my mom's house, introduce you to her.
Right.
I don't think that's how you hit on women.
I'm telling you, that's what he was doing.
Yeah. But Jon Stewart, you go on Jon Stewart's show, you better be prepared. Because, like I said, nobody knows politics more than Jon Stewart. The guy just all day is reading up on politics. He knows politics everywhere. And so when he's at the Knicks game, he's thinking about politics. When he's at home being John Leibowitz, he's thinking about politics. Nobody knows more
Is
about
Jon
politics.
Stewart married with kids?
I have no idea. I have
Married
no
with
clue.
I don't
children?
think so.
Is it? He's a. Does anyone?
I think he is a bachelor.
Really.
Really?
I believe
know
so.
that.
I'm gonna confirm that, but
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards bachelor.
Doesn't matter. He was on Epstein's plane, too.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
Is Stephen A? No, he is married. He's not married, and he has stated that he is 55 years old and has never been married, and that he is happy about it.
Jon Stewart's 55.
Yeah.
That's
no,
a-
I'm sorry, Stephen A. Smith.
No, I know. Stephen A's 55.
Yeah.
And not
He's
married?
born in 1970. That's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Lived through
Because
it
he's
all.
55. How old is
That's
Jon
all-
Stewart?
he's so-
Jon Stewart's got to be pushing 70,
No, I think he's a little bit younger than that.
60s.
He's got to be sick, maybe
How
59.
old is Jon Stewart? 62.
62.
Jon Stewart's 62 years old,
Yes. How about Pod Bon Jovi?
Nah.
I say you're living on a prayer with that one.
See? Hey, look at that. Look at
Get
that.
out of here. Get out of here with that. That's bad medicine.
Listen, we're halfway there.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi sucks, man.
Damn.
He sucks, man. Do you ever see that video of Bon Jovi and it's that Please Come Home for Christmas?
Yes, the most sensual Christmas song of all the Christmas songs.
It's him and what's her name? That model,
Sidney Crawford.
Sidney Crawford,
Yeah.
and they're just making out on top of a couch next to a Christmas tree.
She's jerking him off next to a Mrs. Claus ornament.
It's so weird.
It's the most ridiculous Christmas video of all time.
Yeah.
Isn't it in black and white?
No.
No.
It's very 90s
But
too.
it's like it's 96.
Yeah.
They're in a like unfurnished apartment in like the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
Looks nothing like Christmas
Nothing.
whatsoever. Except for there's like a Christmas tree, there's a couple ornaments, and she's
Yeah.
literally like eating his ass.
Yeah, it's softcore porn.
Yeah, next to a fucking picture of Frosty the Snowman.
And Bon Jovi's loving it.
Yeah. Terrible Christmas song.
Terrible. No, I like the song.
You like that song?
Yeah, I like the Eagles version also. I like both. I like both.
I hate the Eagles, man.
You don't like that song?
It's a reference to the.
To the Big
Took you a
Lebowski.
second there.
No.
Okay.
You hate the Eagles, man.
It's a
No.
reference to the Lebowski.
Cigarette break.
Cigarette
Let's
break? Yeah,
regroup.
we're at 51.
Wow,
Let's do it.
51.
That's what you want to name the show?
On air.
All right, we're back.
Let's get back on
How
air.
about Godcast?
Oh,
There wasn't there.
your Lord and Savior.
Didn't we do a show called Godcast?
That was
Gooncast.
Gooncast.
Oh, right.
That was a podcast where we'd all masturbate.
And I assure you, none of those guys are gods.
No,
You watch your mouth, Joanna Room.
No,
Joanna
fucking-
Room is a good man.
I loved all
great
those
day.
guys, except for that fucking clout chasing asshole,
Oh, the homeless pimp.
the homeless pimp guy.
He doesn't even
Oh, that
like
guy.
shout out his first like job and well, why would he?
Why would he?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
he's a reptilian.
He's a reptilian. I know it. He's like, I hate twins. I'm like,
The only
what a
person
fucking weirdo.
who's ever had a problem with me.
Yeah,
Like,
we didn't even know each other.
yeah, and
never
he-
even had a
and he's
conversation.
like, oh,
I didn't know
can't-
that guy was involved.
And of course,
Does
like,
that mean we've all met that guy?
yeah, I did. We did the show with him once, and he was there, and he like sucked it up. It was like, okay. And I think he even told us like he don't like us.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Really?
don't even know
I'm
who
like-
you are.
And of course, he's successful.
Yeah, of
Anyone
course.
successful hates me. Right?
Yeah.
Anyone doing well?
He was the guy on the show with all the opinions.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
He was like, oh, wait
Oh.
a second. Hold on. I'm the contrary. Shut up.
And you're neither homeless or a pimp. Okay.
No.
You lived in a fucking apartment in Bay Ridge, and you're clearly not a pimp. You're
You're a whore.
yeah. You're a guy. You're a home-owning sex trafficker. That's what you are.
I mean, a little bit like, you tried to be like a star, and you found your success more behind the camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Sorry, homeless pimp.
Yeah.
I don't
we're-
think I've ever met you, but
And you know what? Fucking next week, video cast up. We are no longer
an
Analog.
audio only.
No more analog.
no
Only moved
that's
to the
right.
new studio.
Oh, there you go.
New studio.
Then when we move
In
to that's when we're
July.
get- we'll have a name. We're gonna have a video cast. That's right.
Yeah.
Everyone better get their ducks in order.
That's right.
Get your fucking ducks in order. We're
How
gonna have a
about-
name.
Ducks in a row.
We're gonna have a barber on set
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
and
right.
a stylist
Yeah,
a Dominican barber on set
on set,
yeah.
doing
Okay.
touch-ups mid-show.
just like Andrew Schultz does. Andrew Schultz, when he has a podcast, he gets a haircut before his podcast.
Okay, well,
Me, the shirt's been worn 3 times in 2 weeks.
Who gives a shit?
That's a lie. It's been worn 3 times in 4 days.
We're putting all the podcasts on notice.
They're all
Okay?
on notice.
That's right. The currently unnamed podcast.
Yes.
Time has come.
We cannot be bought and sold.
No.
Oh, the name of this podcast is called Incorruptible.
Oh, Incorruptipod.
Nah.
No, that's
Yeah. That's a
Lame.
recipe for disaster.
Lame.
yeah.
Yeah, if, like
No,
one-
because it's easily corruptible. The
Yeah.
second fucking MeUndies shows up
Yeah.
on my door, it's
if let's say our show does better and we get a sponsor, we're
Yeah.
immediately called out. Like, immediately.
yeah.
If we ever have like a nice fan base, they'll be like, "These guys are pretty cool. Like they're punk rock, man." And
All
then
right.
we have one sponsor, like, you
As
know,
Lockheed Martin.
yeah, when we come out with our own coffee, some right wing coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Right.
Patriot Brew. And then they're like,
That is
oh,
the gayest thing you can do.
th-
They took
'cause they-
coffee away from the
Yeah,
Democrats.
well, that's pretty cool. But
That's kind of fun,
yeah,
right?
That's kind of funny to make your own version of coffee.
Right.
Yeah, that tastes like the Star Spangled Banner.
All right.
But the reason why they do that because they don't sleep. Those podcasters, they stay up all night just watching CNBC and CNN and MSNBC, and they don't sleep, so they're just drinking.
I was watching a Jimmy Dore clip, and he's in like in a hotel room. You know who Jimmy Dore is? You know
A
him,
little
right?
bit, yeah.
And you could see in the background someone sleeping in his bed. And it's that ugly woman on the show.
Oh my god, really?
I don't know if that's been revealed that they date
Jesus.
or
that,
whatever.
That hotel room allows pets.
That ugly lady, that ugly former liberal lady.
Yeah. God.
I like Jimmy Dore.
Yeah,
He looks like he has bad breath.
yeah. He's a good host.
But they did take away coffee from the Dems.
That is hilarious. Objectively hilarious. Because, like, coffee is their thing.
Yeah.
They
You
love
know?
coffee.
How many times did the Republicans go, and these fucking coffee shop Dems with their lattes?
Yeah.
And then they went, and by the way, I have coffee.
Yeah.
It's called Sniper Rifle. It's ridiculous. They are
They
ridiculous.
didn't cut the names down. They're like 1776 will commence again coffee brew. Available at my website. Yeah.
The grounds will rise again.
Yeah.
You would think the right would like tea.
Yeah.
You would
No,
think that.
they don't like taxation.
No,
They don't
or
like that.
representation.
No.
They
Right.
hate tea.
They
Tea's
don't like-
gay and
Yeah.
British.
It's
It
true.
is. But,
Or Chinese.
You drink tea, though, right?
I'm a big tea guy. Being gay and Chinese.
I'm not a big tea guy. I don't like that.
Never drank it in my life.
Yeah, not a big fan.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee guy either. Just drink beer.
I do it
Yes.
all. I drink it all.
No.
No.
Tea, forget it. There's people like that go to the UK just to do that tea bullshit. With like
What, that tea
and
at 11?
crumpets. Yeah. They go
With,
there.
with a stale fucking biscuit.
That's like one of those like when in Rome moments that you have to do that. Like if you're there, that's exactly what it deserves. Fucking pussies. We don't have that shit in America. There's not one thing we
No,
do in
I don't do
America.
tea time.
There's none of that.
Do kegs and eggs.
Well, we do golf. Technically, and that's tea time in America.
we do kegs and
That
eggs.
is tea time.
Yeah.
You would call that tea time.
Yeah, we do kegs and eggs.
Fucking drinking at the dive bar while The Price is Right is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, no one actually does kegs and eggs though. That's a college thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How about this? The Price is Right wing podcast.
Well, not right wing.
I'm no longer right wing.
I'm not right wing.
Exactly.
I'm a centrist.
I'm a citrus.
I like a little both. I like my chocolate and my vanilla.
We senior woman, CNA.
I like trans people, but I hate immigrants.
That's the strawberry. Chocolate and vanilla, strawberries, trans people. Because, it looks good, but then it's disgusting when you eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. No?
No.
Am I in the transphobic corner?
No, you're in the Jim Norton corner, actually.
Oh, damn it.
Get the Jim Norton corner with your trans
And
wife.
there was a little bit of Jim Norton inflection to my voice just there.
A little bit. There's a little bit.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking
Jesus.
Pride Month. Show some fucking
Yeah,
respect.
actually, Jim Norton is big on Pride Month.
I forgot about that.
That's like making fun of Jesus during December.
No more fucking trans jokes.
Could you stop with the trans
Oh,
jokes?
trans woman was
How
just...
many trans have to die?
Yeah. How many trans have to use dead names
How many trans names have to die?
for you to stop doing trans jokes?
You pussy. You little bitch.
All right, what we got here is a hot one,
I'm 5'5".
and the owner's a hell of a guy. Give me one. Is he that little?
He's a little man.
I don't know. I don't think he's little.
No, he's little.
Is
Let's
he?
see. How tall?
Someone brought this up to me, and I was just like, "Who cares how tall he is?
No, he's a little guy.
he
That's why he's got
reviews
that
pizza.
attitude.
Who cares?
How tall is...
What, you got to be 6'4" to review a
Dave Portnoy?
slice?
5'10"? Oh, well, that's not...
Here's me defending the food influencers.
Need more consistency.
Here's me defending them.
Need to do more consistency.
Crack it open. No, I love drinking at a dive bar at 11 a.m. That's good stuff. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course.
Just sitting around with two other unemployed alcoholics
Yes.
drinking an ice cold draft of Double Diamond,
Double Diamond.
looking around
While it wets the whiskers on my upper lip.
The bartender goes to
Yeah.
get the control, and one of the guys go like, "Don't change my program."
Yeah. I don't drink alone. I drink at the Pegasus. And after I leave this special occasion, I'll go over to the next special occasion, and I'll turn over to the bartender Dale and have him order a ice cold blue diamond.
That's the almonds.
How about a muck? AMOK. That's the name. The new name. A muck.
A muck?
Like running amok.
No?
No?
I don't like
I'm
that.
trying.
I don't like to run.
I'm recording amok.
Not a big run guy.
All right. Earwig.
Earwig?
I'm just looking up unique words.
WHI.
How about Nightwing?
Ooh.
How about Nightwing? It's
Whoa.
Nightwing hour. It's the
Whoa.
bewitching hour.
Oh.
We're Gothcast now.
I think in the late 18th century with the Whig Party, they were called Wiggers. Like, oh, that George Washington, stay away from him. He's a real Wigger.
All I know, if the founding fathers came back in time, when what has gone on in this country, and what their response would be. That's all I know.
Like, why are all these black people playing basketball?
What is basketball?
Yeah, what so you make the slaves.
So you make the slaves play Canadian sports?
You make them compete. You dress them funny, too. Show off their muscles.
So you take the biggest, strongest, most athletic of the slaves,
And you make them throw a ball through.
and they don't work.
What is your name? What is your name, son? Mark Cuban. You own these fellas, don't you? No, that's not how it works.
They call you the owner.
You're the owner, right?
They don't call them that anymore, right?
No.
What do they call them? The slave master?
What do they call them?
Massa.
They were calling them CEOs, but I think people forgot about it.
Can't even
They're
call
like,
them
People
CEOs
still
anymore.
say owner, I'm sure.
yeah, everyone says owner.
Owner of the team.
They want to call them CEOs.
What's wrong with being the owner anyway?
Yeah, you own the team. You don't own the player.
Yeah.
Right.
You own the
Player's
team.
the employee.
How
Fucking
ridiculous.
morons.
It's very stupid.
Yeah, you own the team.
Anything to take something away from a rich and
Yeah.
powerful man.
I mean,
That's right.
pretty weird to be like, I own the Raptors.
It's kind of cool.
I own Raptors.
I think the Raptors are the coolest sports team.
Yeah, imagine being in like 2006 and going, I own the Raptors, and introducing somebody to Chris Bosh.
Kind of looks like a dinosaur.
Does it speak?
You do. He fouled.
I didn't treat them
LeBron.
like dinosaurs. If you don't move, Chris Bosh can't see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their vision is based on movement.
What was I going to say?
I don't know. You had a thought.
Oh, Jurassic Protect Our Parks. That's taken. That's taken.
there you
Protect
go.
Our Jurassic Parks. There you go.
That would be just a
would that be
yeah.
too much?
That would cause an uproar.
Yeah, that would piss people off.
That would piss people off. They would just be like, "Fucking
But
asshole."
Rogan would be cool with it if we were one of the 250.
If we were one of the two,
Yeah, it would be like,
Yeah.
they could call it that.
I don't think I'm one of the 250,000.
What, in New York?
Yeah, in New York alone. Forget about the 250.
Remember before you started doing comedy, you were like, I don't know one single comedian. And then you do comedy and go, holy shit, my mailman's a comedian.
Yes.
You just keep running into them.
Just anyone just like, all right, this stand up. Yeah, I did it for a little bit.
Everyone's tried it.
Fucking. It's like rapping
a lot
in
of
the
people.
2000s.
Right.
Remember, like when I was a kid, I was in high school, every white kid saw 8 Mile and was like, I'm a freestyle rapper now.
That's it.
No one's
I'm
still
gonna wear
no one's
baggy
still with it.
hoodies.
Yeah, no one's still with it.
I
I'm
think a
gonna
lot.
fight my dad.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are gonna try it because they saw the crowd work clips
Yeah.
over the last couple of years, and it looks like a cool thing.
Well, yeah, that's what people like. I mean, I watched a girl come up with my reels, and she has it's not even crowd work.
Yeah.
You can tell she does crowd work.
Right.
But this was her attempt at writing a joke, and she's probably doing comedy like 3 years. And the joke is just, it's about fucking serial killers.
Oh, God.
Like, oh, serial killers are real. I'm like, this is terrible. And
What
she's
is
from
it?
New York.
What do they kill? Fucking Lucky Charms?
No, it wasn't that. But it was
Frosted Flakes.
no. I meant she wants to have sex with serial killers. Serial killers are better than regular men who are into. I'm like, this is just,
Why?
This is first off, this is an ass premise. It's a terrible premise. And then her delivery just stinks, and she's only getting views because she's mildly attractive. And the whole. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to talk.
You don't
about
want
Part of it is like the comments going, "This bitch isn't funny." And those guys suck too.
The
'cause
comments are
you're
all
just
bots.
making her more famous.
Yeah, no, and
They're
those
all
are
bots.
and they're just bots, or it's just you're a cliche. Also,
Right.
if you think the female only talks about sex, then the guy commenting always looks exactly the same. It's a middle-aged man,
Kinda like us.
Well, yeah, but I would never comment. I don't
I don't comment on shit.
I have a fucking podcast to talk about it on.
And not all women, like, there's plenty of funny women out there.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
none of them
We
are.
can't- yeah.
None of them are doing comedy.
Some of them did. Some of them were like, Bill Cosby sexually assaulted me.
There's plenty of funny women out
they're
there.
down.
None of them are stand-up comedians.
Yeah, it's true.
Go to a check cashier place. Talk to the
Yeah.
cashier.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Right.
You ain't getting no money today. I can't get that.
Talk to an overworked woman in a fucking family company.
How you gonna hand me a check? You didn't even sign the fucking. You gotta sign the thing.
Sorry.
Yes. It's oversaturated with bullshit.
We're just having fun. We're having fun.
We're having fun.
We're having a good time. We're having a fucking good time. Having a fucking awesome time.
I'll tell you what's bad. About this 53-year-old lady at work. She does the dispatch department.
Did you check
She
her
keeps
ID?
she keeps trying to. She told me. She keeps trying to push me onto some group called the Stray Kids.
They're such straight kids.
I said Stray Kids.
No, they're such straight.
Straight.
Oh,
Straight.
and
Stray Kids.
it's a Korean boy band.
What? Really?
I'm like, why is this 53-year-old woman from Louisiana?
That seems insensitive that they named themselves after something to eat.
they're not a North Korean.
Yeah. Jesus. It's like the hot dog kids.
That's Korean
Yeah.
pop.
K-pop.
K-pop.
Yeah.
They love that shit.
She stopped me when she goes, what do you listen to? What's your kind of music? And I go, I don't know, like metal. And she goes, oh, they have 2 songs with Stray Kids. And they're almost metal. And I go, not interested.
Yeah,
But
really?
thanks, Tam.
Jesus.
Where's she from?
Louisiana.
Oh, God.
Why the fuck would anyone from Louisiana?
Big
Who
city.
City
the
of-
fuck knows?
Fucking New Orleans is in Louisiana, right?
Right. Tell me about jazz.
They know their music.
Yeah.
It's a music town.
You're going on about a couple of Korean
pop?
Justin Biebers?
That's it.
Introduce me to the new soul artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Well, South Korea has a new soul artist. They're called the Stray Kids.
That's true.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah, the soulful strut. You hear about the South Korean soulful strut? No one could get out of that one. Because they all suffocated. Remember
What?
a couple of years ago?
No.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was.
What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go.
3 years ago? That would have been a killer line.
I know. You
What a
waited
killer
too long.
joke.
Yeah.
You've been sitting on
when they
that a
got-
little too long.
During the Halloween parade.
Oh, that one was...
But that happened in America too, with Travis. Don't touch my fucking hand. With Travis Scott.
Oh,
Astro
yes.
World.
Astroworld. When he was
Yeah.
putting on a demonic ritual.
Yeah,
Killing off all these people who snuck into the concert anyway.
yeah. What do they call that again?
What?
Where people sneak into a concert to see a Travis Scott show. Don't answer that question. Let everyone think it. No. Right, you are. I think Stampede.
A stampede,
Yeah.
yes.
The Stampede. The Great American Stampede.
There you go.
Yeah.
We rushed out of the gate. We always slow up this time. It's into the, but we're wiser after the hour. We're after a good smoke break. We come back wiser.
Come back. Why? That's true.
Right.
Nick
Every
has
hour.
a great beard now.
every hour, we do come back wiser.
Yes. Yeah, Travis Scott. Astro World, it was.
Astro World.
2021.
Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he did a demonic ritual.
Yes.
People
Oh,
were
that-
like suffocating and they were like screaming.
Do you remember that
And he
at
was
all?
just like,
I remember. So I thought one person died.
No,
Nah,
there was
like a
a
few,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
people were
Wow.
like screaming and he was
Must have
just,
been a hell of a show.
That's exactly what it
Well,
was.
that's what it was.
It looked like hell.
How about hell of a show?
Did you ever see the? You never seen any of those? No. The. Do you ever see the? Never seen any of those videos when those people
No.
getting? Oh, that was rabbit hole. You'll
Rabbit
spend
hole.
6 hours watching that shit.
Of just people dying at Travis Scott concerts?
Well, technically, some of them didn't die, but it's interesting.
it's an interesting thing because
Very interesting.
people were screaming and he's just like on stage just going, yeah, put your hands up.
He wasn't really. I guess, but it was more. It was worse.
Just
he was
singing along to his own song being pre-recorded.
he was like
was
he
creepy.
was in a fog.
He's in a fog.
Yeah, it's one of the creepiest videos you ever watch.
Really?
Yeah, and you're a
I gotta
concert
watch
guy.
it. I love concerts.
Yeah, so be careful next
I
time.
can't wait for Korn. I'm gonna go see Korn in
Yeah.
that life.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll probably die.
No, I think you'll be fine.
No, you'll be good.
No.
Yeah, you would think Korn concert, death. No.
No.
Travis Scott
Travis
concert.
Scott concert.
Yeah. I tell Travis Scott where to go, but you think he'll enjoy it. It's an old Joe Pine line
I know.
when he interviews Anton LaVey. Know what's funny about Joe Pine? He's a guy from the '60s. Know what's funny? He had a wooden leg. He had a peg leg.
What an old peg leg.
Yeah, the Astro World. Yeah, people were dying.
Yeah. Well, and then the South Korean Halloween parade.
Yes, they all
Because
suffocated.
a lot of people were saying these stampedes were happening because of the lockdowns during 2020, and then once things reopened, people were all running to do things
They were very excited.
like the Halloween parade or a concert because they were cooped up, and so more people were being flooded into these small areas.
A lot of people were very
That's
excited
happening.
also because they were locked down, and I thought something would happen like during like a sports event. Like I
Well,
thought,
technically, with the concert, with the I remember the Astro World
yeah.
incident. I don't remember getting a lot of news because COVID was still in the middle of things, and that's when the Omicron had just started. So it did get publicity, and it was a huge news story, but it didn't get the attention that it should have gotten.
Right.
Like in retrospect,
Right.
it wasn't like a huge deal.
because it was a little after COVID.
It was
Right.
2021. Oh, it was.
Oh, it's like
it was
during COVID.
November.
Right in there.
It was
Yeah.
technically that's when things officially had reopened. Like
But it was like a tepid reopening.
things reopened fully, and then Omicron happened, and that's when we had like the real lockdown, like a true
Right.
14 days to stop the spread.
Flatten the curve.
Yeah, and that was at the beginning of 2022.
Yeah.
But that was through the holidays, and no one told you that you needed to have Christmas dinner with only 10 of your closest
Yes.
friends and family, and they let people do what they wanted to do.
That's when Cuomo was all like, he canceled Christmas while playing Christmas music like he was the Grinch.
That was 2020.
That was 2020.
Yeah.
But after that year, after every sexual harassment
Yes.
allegation, Cuomo decided to reopen
He just
something.
kept reopening
He's like
shit.
80%. Andrew, they said you grabbed her tit. 90%. But he was a great governor. Now he's going to be a great mayor. He's going to win.
Yeah. I mean, who else is there? Eric Adams can't come back.
There's
right?
that guy I'm a year older than. That Zobrin.
No, really?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
a year older than
Wait,
that
there's a guy running for mayor that's born in
Yeah.
1991?
Yeah, what a faggot.
Oh, dude, what a loser.
Like, wait 7 years.
Really?
Like, what do you want to be the
No,
mayor for?
He wants it. He
you
wants it so
millennial
bad.
fucking
Oh,
douche.
that
Why don't you
sucks.
wait?
What, he was the class president
He's
also?
not gonna win, right? I saw him
He might
do
piss me
what's it called?
Cool.
A debate with Cuomo.
Yeah.
And he was kind of slapping him around a little bit.
Yeah, he was killing Cuomo.
But I don't think it matters.
And he also
People are
asked
gonna vote for
him
Cuomo.
a few different things about Palestine and Israel. Like, he was just like, he had good answers for it, too.
Yeah, I remember. I liked
Yeah.
his answer. He's the only one that was like, I'm going to be here.
Yeah. Like,
I'm going to be the mayor of New York, not of Palestine.
right. Or Israel. Yes. No, he had good answers, but I just don't like the fact that he's like a younger guy.
It'd be cool to be friends with the mayor.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you probably can make friends with the current mayor pretty easily.
Who, Eric Adams?
We can have him on the pod.
You can just
Easy.
like go to a nightclub at 5 in the morning and you see him
Yeah.
dancing like Terry Crews and White Chicks.
With a big mayor sash.
Yeah, just dancing like that's the mayor. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you come over here, white chocolate. You white goddess.
Yeah, you feel me? You feel
Yeah.
me?
Fucking mayor.
Yeah, we closed it down. We keeping it open
We
till
shut
6
it
a.m.
down.
Yeah,
We closing it down, but we keeping it open.
they always
Bring your friend Sean Patrick Flannery.
like he's at a nightclub at like 5 in the morning. They're walking him out like
Yeah.
like everyone you can't stay here, but you got to go home. And he's just walking out stumbling. And he goes, "Wait a minute, I'm the mayor. We're keeping it open. Oh, we're keeping this shit. No, you work for me. I'll keep this shit open."
It looks like that scene in the newest Batman. She's just walking through the Illuminati room.
Yeah, all the most
She's
powerful
like,
people
"That's
of
the
Gotham."
DA.
Yeah.
These guys have staring problems, don't they?" That's a line from the Batman. Ugh, the
He's
woke
going into
movie.
nightclubs.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Going,
Oh.
if you want to find cocaine, you can find it in my hand. You can see it in my pocket.
No, he told the DA, "You might be the DA, but I'm the EA."
Sports. Huh?
It's in the game. What? Oh, because he's Eric Adams.
Yes.
Damn.
Right. Right.
That's what he told it. That's
should
not
do
me.
like-
It's not my line.
We should do a around the horn-esque show where we give each other points, take away points. Points taken away.
Whatever.
EA points taken away. I'm sorry, and that's
Okay.
more of a line that I would have had like 4 years ago.
Right.
And it would have been points taken away then.
Right.
Points are taken
Right.
away.
We should do
Rob
it.
might be in his Jim Norton era, but you, Greg, are in your Rob era.
That's exactly right.
Right. Well, that's not good.
You should have an idiot for a partner. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you
no, it's
saying?
okay. I'm in my unfunny era.
Fucking
I,
apologize.
didn't, I wasn't apologizing to the listeners. They don't
What
want
the
to. They don't
fuck?
want to hear us throw jabs at each other.
To
all the time.
fucking apologize.
Fucking go ahead, choke the bear again.
Choked the
Oh,
bear.
that was last week.
Yeah.
That was a week
Damn.
ago.
That was like dude, that was like 3 weeks ago.
Sorry, where have I been? What were you gonna say? You were saying something interesting before EA. No, probably
No, I
wasn't.
don't think I was. The fucking food influence.
Oh,
Never again. Never again. Don't. No.
And let's name the show Around the Horny.
Points up. 2 points.
Yeah.
I like that.
Ah, that's big points. Around the horny. That would be a great, like, porn parody.
It'd be a great, yeah. It'd be a great game.
Big dick points.
It'd be like a great, like, adult night fucking game where you do a ring around the posy, but it's a guy. It's a guy just going around, everyone's dick is out.
Yeah.
Try to stem this.
Open source. Points taken.
Yeah. Around the horny. Be a great porn parody.
Around the Horny.
Can you imagine like the Woody Allen, Woody Page version of a porn star playing
Woody Allen.
Evan Stone playing Woody Page, writing something on his little board.
That would be a great porn parody.
Yeah.
That was an emotional ending. Around the Horn. Oh.
That had to have been top 5 most ridiculous series finales where there wasn't like a dry, there was less tears during the Friends series finale.
Yeah.
The MASH had less emotion
Yes.
than Around the Horn.
Yeah.
You guys talked to sports
You know.
for 20-something years.
You know why? Because none of those like writers are ever going to be on television.
They're never on
ever
television.
again. It wasn't so much they were crying because this was the end of an era.
Right.
It's like no one's going to fucking want to see.
Can
Tim
you imagine
Collishaw.
walking into NBC with "I was on Around the Horn"?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
They'd be like
some guys
about
have,
face.
some guys have done that.
Get out.
Some guys want to run for president with that.
Why don't you turn around the
I
horn?
was on Around the Horn. Honestly, I talk tough, but if I'm ever in the mood for a good cry, I'm totally putting on Tony Reality's last 3
Oh,
minutes.
that's your go-to tears.
Not maybe at the end of this year.
That's your go-to.
Yeah, probably.
What's your go-to?
That would be like something that I'm like. He does nail it. He has a great speech at the
Does
end.
he?
He kind of. The whole thing was like ridiculously emotional.
But he's all nosed.
What?
He's all nose. That guy.
Oh, I thought you said he was all knowing.
All
No,
knowing.
you're right about the first part. Yeah.
He's not all knowing.
Uh,
not.
What?
Those are new people. Buddy. Yeah. Nah.
That'd be a good show to produce. Fucking like Around the Horn, but with comedy,
Yeah,
and we give people points.
Around the Corn.
How about
Yeah, there you go.
How about just go up there and be funny? Enough with the gimmick shows.
Around the porn.
Around the Porn.
Yeah, Around the porn.
Everyone bring in your best porn video,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're gonna review them.
And then tell us why.
That's Dave Attell already did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Dave's old porn.
But you know what? With the internet, I got a whole playlist
Huh.
of funny porno videos. There is a video I have saved that the guy looks like Mike Bichetti.
Let me see the video.
I gotta log into my shit.
You have to log into a. Wait,
You have
what?
a membership?
No, it's X video.
You have a
Free.
page?
Yeah.
You commenting on
You
porn?
commented it.
Craig comments
I've
on
never
porn.
commented on porn. Maybe
You
once or twice.
created it
When
once or twice.
maybe once or twice, especially on that George Floyd sex tape. I said
The one where the guy's got a knee
no.
on his neck.
George Floyd really had a sex tape.
I don't know why. Did you know that? You've heard that, right?
The only
What?
George Floyd video I've seen, I still end up jerking off.
Yeah.
But
I'm fish. I commented. Rest
damn
in
it.
peace,
Well, there
bro.
goes my levity live.
That's it.
I said rest in peace, bro. By the way, nice dick. Where is it?
I want to see the machete.
This guy looks a lot like Bichetti.
Could you link the video in the YouTube description? Description.
Can I link the porn?
Like we have subscribers. That's how you know.
By the way, what were we talking about? Was that thing with a P earlier? Pallet? What were we talking about?
Palantir.
Palantir. Yeah, I can't stand it. Here's my face recognition for my pornos.
Here's my
Wait,
face
what?
recognition.
Does it have like jizz on it? Like, do you have to really do facial
No, it's
recognition?
Is the
jerking off.
loading screen just
Yeah.
cum
Jerk-
shots
Yeah, is it
all
like-
over your face?
Is it like a cum emoji?
when it fills up, that's how you know it's 100%.
What does this guy look like? I have to.
I'm playing with the mute.
Yeah, don't play with
It's gonna
it.
be
Yeah.
very.
Well, unless he sounds like Machete. Does he sound like Machete?
I don't think he sounds like
What a
Bichetti.
wonderful ish.
Like, just show us the guy. You can, you
Thank
don't
you
have
so
to.
much.
Don't have to show.
It lo- He got
Like
the
a young
tattoo.
machete.
You could just, by the way, go back to your one. We don't want to see.
Is this what Machete does when he cancels shows?
Watches that video.
Look how he's touching her. It kind of touches like
It
Mike
does, and his name's Eddie.
Eddie.
He's looking for candy.
Mike
it looks
Boetti.
a lot like Bichetti.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. All right, it does.
Pretty
kinda
sure
look
he's
like
Russian. I gotta get this off my phone. Get this off my phone. I look up pizzerias on my phone. Clear history.
him. Okay, you know, you gotta go through all that. We know you watch
No.
porn.
I do.
We know you search for Mike Buschetti porn on xvideo.com.
Mike Bichetti hot question mark.
Yeah. Oh god.
No, I saw the video. I didn't search for that.
You happened upon it?
Yeah, I remember just going through. It was like 10 years ago.
Oh, you're looking for a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking for a good one.
Who's the special lady this evening?
Yeah.
Takes,
And then you see Mike
takes,
Buschetti.
it takes an hour. I was like, this guy looks like Bichetti.
You know, not for nothing. Someone should have convinced Machete to shoot one porn.
Oh, you could have.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Just watching.
And I respect women.
Yeah.
He would do Christian porn. Where we reshape his dick to look like a cross.
There is porn that there is like what's it called? Like nuns. I can't watch
that. I don't like
because I'm a man of God.
Oh, no.
I can't do that. No.
You gotta keep it tighter than a nun's asshole.
That's ouch.
Tighter than a nun's twat.
Hurt my finger. See, that's why I don't do that.
There you go.
See?
See?
God did that. He struck you down.
He struck me. He struck me down with great vengeance and furious anger.
He struck the finger you shove up your ass when you watch Mike Machete porn.
Nothing goes up my ass.
That's disgusting.
Plus, I jerk off on the toilet.
Oh man, gotta pee.
We get in there.
Yes. We get in there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in. All right.
We get in. Oh, you got anything you want to say?
What dates do I have? What dates do I have? I'm here. You know, what dates do I have so far?
That's my least favorite comedian, the one who's disappointed to be at wherever they're at.
Yeah.
It's the most bullshit comic you can be.
They're really emotional about being there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The better than the room comic.
Yeah, they're like, no. In all seriousness, everyone here does a good job here at Eastville Comedy Club. Everyone does a good job here, and I want to thank the booker. You know, hey, give it up for the booker. He should. It's like, no.
Oh. I'm talking to you, anybody who's mad at my last performance at the Blitz comedy contest.
There's this comic I see around Eastville doing the open mic on Sundays, and he's like this older guy, and he ends every set. I'm not going to use his real name. I'll use his real last name, but he ends every set with JeffAllen.com.
Oh, what, the guys from Saturday?
And he's like your atypical like comedian from like the fucking 2000s where it's like a little dirty but it's clean and like he's the worst. He gives people tags.
Everything that's dirty is like
it's not like even that.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's always like complaining.
It's an innuendo or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you know, you gotta slip it in every now and then, and you know, don't JeffAllen.com.
Yeah.
Now I got the friggin' thing, and I'm trying to put it together.
We're still recording?
I guess so.
Oh.
You got something?
Wait, you're still recording?
Yeah.
Oh. You're talking all this shit while on the mic?
It's a different guy.
Okay.
You use a fake
You
name.
want to end the show?
I thought we were ending.
Can I end it?
I don't care. Yeah.
JeffAllen.com.
JeffAllen.com. Subscribe to Palantir.